you're here to do and go and do that. You, because before you know it, you're gonna be dead. Aren't you? And you know that I know that you know it's the truth. Come on, get up. Do you, please? Thank you. Howdy doody. Howdy doody, tutti fruity, yeah. I'm just starting to sing introductions to this podcast now because I've just run out of high energy hellos. So I'm just going to veer into howdy doody. Album out soon. Cop that. Hello, welcome to the show, my friends. My name is Reuben Christian. It's always been Reuben Christian, and I don't think it's going to change. I don't want to change anything in myself. I'm not trying to get breast implants, not trying to get a fake vagina, not trying to change my name. Been there, visited those feelings, embraced those emotions, and have let them go. So my name is and forever will be Reuben Christian. Welcome to the show. If you are new, big hugs to you. There you go. I don't know what that is. A hug and a little flick of the back of your neck. I don't know what that can do for you, but I've done it. Do you know what I mean? Welcome to the show. You are now part of the family. You are a family of what connects us. What connects myself, my guests, and my listeners is a school of thought. The idea that time is of the essence and we must follow our passions and do what we're here to do on earth, because that's when we'll be our happiest and that's when we'll add value to the world. So that's what this team is about. These interviews are all uncensored discussions with those people that are doing what they love. I started the podcast in order to get inspired, to learn from these people and to kind of fuel me on my non-stop journey, because I know there's going to be ups and downs, baby. There's going to be ups and downs, and that's what these guests do for me, and I hope do for my listeners. I don't just call them guests. I don't just call them human beings. I don't call them brethren or blood or mates. They are all of those things, but they are also primarily doers. People that take action. People that have an idea, don't really wait around too long, and they just crack on with what they know they should be doing in the moment, and they build steps towards whatever it is they're building. Today's doer on the show, as per usual, is a friend of mine. However, he's a new friend. He's new to my life. His name is Emile Walker. He's a filmmaker, and he's currently making documentaries that have takeout value. Documentaries that you can learn from and you can be uplifted from. And this is why we connect so beautifully, because that is what Do You is about. Now, I say he's a new friend because I've known Emile now for probably about 2.5 months, you know. He listened to one of the interviews I done not too long ago with Courtney Edwards, film director and producer, which was another Do You episode, and he was inspired by Courtney and what he was doing. Then he done his research on me and thought, you know what, Reuben's not that much of a waste man himself. Let me go and connect with Rubes. I like calling myself Rubes. I like speaking in the third person. I like to feel I've made it. But actually, when you meet people that speak about themselves in the third person, you're like, what a prick. Yeah, so my subconscious mind is telling me I'm a prick. It's these mental wars I have with themselves. I'm just here trying to do a formal introduction to this, and then another part of my mind is saying, but wait, you're a prick. Wow, the life of a multifaceted creative. Hashtag gassing myself. But yes, Emile Walker. Known him for a month, and he connected with me. We went down to Liverpool Street, and he kind of just questioned me about my life. Kind of interviewed me, really, and that lasted about an hour and a bit, and we exchanged energies, and we found that we had so many things in common in, mainly our outlook on life. This guy has quit his old job and just decided he wants to make films. Totally taught himself everything from shooting to editing, found himself a job in the TV industry through hustle. Kind of liked it to start with, then realized it wasn't what he wanted to do. So then he quit that and he just decided to go to Morocco by himself with a camera and a lens and a pair of pants. Actually, who knows if he wore pants? Emil, you know what? Who cares if you wore pants, bro? You done a great job. Went to Morocco, shot this documentary, edited it by himself. Went out to the desert, meeting people, all this kind of stuff. And it's on his YouTube channel. And it's inspiring, it's uplifting. And it's about getting out of your comfort zone. That is what life is about. That is what Emil is about. And that is what he showcased all by his damn self. He used to be a snowboarder, was snowboarding for ages. Ended up working in a fish factory. Was totally bored, listened to hundreds of podcasts and realized, you know what, fish are nice, but I want to do more of my life. And that has brought him to meet me. And to be out here doing everything he's doing. And also, what I obviously love about Emil is that he's the first person that's making a documentary on me. On me! Mama, I've made it. Mama, I've made it. I didn't even say dada in there. I was just more concerned in speaking to my mother. But Emil's been following me through a variety of my endeavours, do you interviews, hosting live events. He's yet to lock down a day for UK Talk to me because I've been flopping him, but he's showcasing me and what I do, and I'm totally and utterly grateful for that because he is a very talented guy, and I wouldn't have anyone else do it because he's ground roots of his journey, and I'm happy about that. Now, if you want to check his stuff out, it's emilewalker.com, EMILWALKER.com, emilewalker.com, and all social handles are, did I say social or social? I'm thinking of sausage. Maybe I'm hungry. Sausage. His social handles are @_Emile Walker. Follow with him, connect with him. If you've got a job that you want to get done and you got a decent budget, holler at him because he's good at what he does. I'm inspired. I hope you are too. If you want to check out any of my stuff, it's ReubenChristian.com. All my social handles are /ReubenChristian, other than Instagram, which is ReubenChristian1. I hope you're inspired. If you are, forward it out to the world. Let's keep this moving. Keep doing you. Thank you. I'll catch you on the other side, my friends. Find out what you're here to do and go and do that. Because before you know it, you're gonna be dead. We are rolling, but I need to go piss already.
I just keep myself busy for 5 minutes.
Well, there's tissue in the top box.
You got any magazines? Or is it all on video?
No, but I've got some pictures of me.
What kind of picture? Are they the ones that your dad was talking about earlier, like black and white ones?
Shot on medium format.
The family photo album.
Definitely got the family photo album.
Mate.
But you know what I mean? My parents are a supporter of my dreams, so you know what I mean? I rope them in to help me out. But I need to go and piss.
Alright.
So I can stop it, or you can speak to...
I just keep myself busy for 5 minutes.
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah.
Sorted. Finally, how many takes has that been?
6.
6 takes just to get this sound sorted out.
And you were telling me you weren't a perfectionist earlier.
It's not even. I just don't want it to. I just want people to at least hear something.
Yeah, man. You don't want like a one-sided conversation.
Yeah. No.
Why are you talking to yourself, Emil?
Do you know what I mean? That's just like me on dates, bro.
Oh, please tell me a bit about yourself. Are you sure you want that question?
Yeah. Like I could just there for ages talking about stuff. Are you good on dates?
I don't know. I've been on like a couple of Tinder dates where I'm like, where pretty much straight away you're just like, this person is so different. Because you have this like mental idea of what you think someone's like in text messages. You're like, oh, they write text messages like my best mate, so they must be like as fun as my best mate. You turn up and they're just completely different.
Yeah,
and you're just
like, void. They're just dead.
Mate, come on.
Yeah, nothing's... Bro, I know. Nothing's worse than meeting someone that sounds great on text or an email, and you meet them up and they're just not there.
Well, you've already built like a visual profile for who you think they probably are or who you want them to be. Yeah. And then you get there and you've still got this alias and you're still like, well, where can I find this person?
Yeah. When you meet them up, you're like, okay, if I say something, if this was text, by now you would have picked up on that and replied. Why aren't you doing that? Why are you silently just looking into my face? Do you know what I mean? I filmed this thing with a Beeb the other day, right? That I was telling you about, this documentary.
Yeah.
What was he saying? I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, it will come back. Anyway, hello.
Yo.
Welcome, bruv.
Thanks, man.
It's good to have you on the show. Like,
mate, it's good to be here. I love that you sent me a text like, "Can I do you on Thursday?"
Yeah. Bro, I was gonna screw. Sorry, I'm just gonna put my legs up.
Yeah.
I was gonna screw. My feet don't stink, do they?
No, probably not as bad as mine.
Oh, really? Are these like the same socks that you've been rocking for a little while?
Nah, well, I've noticed in our house because we've turned we had these 2 bookcases that we've turned in. You saw them when you were down there that are like head high. So everyone's got so many pairs of shoes, but when you walk past them now, you can just smell them because they're the same height, and you're just like, nah.
You've set all the shoes to average nose height.
It's just not what you want when you walk home from like a hard day at work. You're like,
It's not near the kitchen though, is it?
Well,
it's on the way into the kitchen.
Yeah.
So if you're cooking something decent in the kitchen, you'll smell the bullshit feet, and then hopefully.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
in hindsight.
Bring us back. Yeah,
I mean, the feng shui wasn't planned like that.
Feng shui. Did you make that up now?
Feng shui? No, that's.
No, but I thought you mixed the because it's actually feng shui.
Oh right.
But I thought you were just really cleverly mixed the word shu in there because you said feng shui.
Oh yeah. I definitely meant to do that.
That was really good. I was like, you need to write some comedy with me.
Oh
bro.
shit, son!
But
Accidental comedy. The accidental comedian.
That's the best. You get rewarded on stage more when things just come off the cuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
As opposed to just reciting lines. So, do you know what I mean? There's potential for you, bro. Welcome to my world, man. But like I said, no, thanks for coming down. It's good to have you on the show.
Man, I appreciate it. It's good to be.
Because I know you told me that you listened to some of the podcasts I've done.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
no, it's
that
just
means
like,
a lot to me, bro.
It's just so for me, like the most interesting thing or the most motivating thing is to hear someone talking about something that they care so much about that they'll do anything to make that shit happen.
Yeah.
And whether it's like something I'm interested in or not, it's the same with like TED Talks and stuff. It's like I don't really know or care that much about biology, but if someone's talking about like a new plant or something that's like amazing to them, it's like for me, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I want to watch this. I want to understand like why you're so passionate about it.
Yeah. So you're more interested in why someone's passionate about something.
Yeah, it's like for me, I like the idea of like with Ken Robinson, the guy that wrote The Element, how it's like everyone has this element, but it's like how do you unlock it? How do you get to the point where you're willing to sacrifice like social events or the things that apparently matter to you to take over this thing? And it's like, how can we get to the bottom of like this equation almost where anyone can do it? Anyone can do something that really makes them happy, because fucking all I hear like is how people complain about working a 9 to 5. It's like it's a thing that like most people in London do, but most people hate it. Most people whinge about it. What if you work a 9 to 5 doing something you love? Like if like what I do, I want to work more than 9 to 5. I want to work like
and it's not
as much as I can, because
it's not actually work, is it?
Nah, like we need a new word for like for hobbying. Yeah, because it's like.
What do you mean? As in hobbying that is also work?
Well, it's that's what I mean. It's because it's like I tell people that I can't go out and get drunk on Friday because I've got work on Saturday, and they're like, oh man, that sucks. You got to work. Like, where are you working? I'm like, oh no, I'm just doing my own work at home. And they're like, oh mate, that's not work. Come out and get pissed. And I'm like, that work means more to me than like work.
Yeah.
But it needs another word so you understand that it's like passion work.
Yeah, but passion sounds like cheese.
I know. You're like, what do you do? I'm a passionate man.
Yeah. I'm not coming out for a drink. I'm just going to do my life's work.
Yeah.
Which is basically what you're doing.
Yeah.
But we can't tell them that. So for you to be interested in people that are passionate about what they're doing, is that because you are now passionate about what you are doing, and you see a bit of yourself in those people, and so you celebrate it? And it just kind of makes you tingle inside.
Yeah, I think definitely. Like, I wasn't always interested in making videos at all. Like, when I left school, I just went travelling and just got drunk and snowboarded and had a pretty fucking great time.
Not at the same time, surely.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I learned how to do a 720 when I was drunk.
Get out of it. You can do a 720.
I used to be able to. I hope my mum doesn't hear this.
Woo, she's going to. So wait a minute. 360 plus 360.
Yeah, it's
that's
two full rotations. Yeah.
So you jump in it and you spin in twice.
Yeah. We used to just get like mad drunk and like have a great time. I worked in a bar on the mountain, so we just get real drunk at work and then just go snowboarding. It was like right next to the snow park, so we just be like, yeah, like especially in the spring because the snow's really soft.
The manager?
Nah, they got drunk, but they
didn't go snowboarding. They just opened the park for you.
Oh man, yeah, but like that time of my life was like awesome, and I'm glad that I kind of got that bit out of my system where you just like. You're so carefree that you can do whatever you want every day. Like no bills, no like phone contract, no adult life things that that kind of like
responsibilities, anxieties.
And then like through that, like I felt the need to do something. Those podcasts I was telling you about, the Joe Rogan experience, just like I was working in a fish factory in Norway.
Break this down. Please break.
Oh,
All right,
man.
let me set something straight here. Let me give people background and actually kind of reiterate to myself the relationship that you and I have.
Yeah.
I've known you for what, a month?
Yeah.
About a month,
About a month.
right? You hit me up, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is the story I've got in my head, right? I'm gonna give the Emile Walker story, the Reuben Christian experience of Emile Walker, right?
Oh, I'm looking forward to hearing this.
Right, here we go. So you hit me up on an email. Hi, my name's Emil. I'm a filmmaker. I've listened to your podcast with Courtney Edwards, the producer and film director, and you were inspired. You've quit your job too. It would be good to just, I don't know, hook up and just knock heads, basically. I think that was the first email.
Yeah. Because like my mate Foster put me, because he knows Courtney.
Yeah.
He was like, oh mate, I know this guy Courtney Edwards is a sick director. Like you should definitely link him and just like, I don't know, just jam, maybe work together or whatever. Like he's just a sick guy. And he was like, oh, if you want to get to like know who he is, like you should listen to this podcast that he did recently with this guy Reuben Christian. So I listened to that and I was like, fuck yeah, like I'm all about this shit, like podcasts and stuff. So then I started trawling through the other ones and like me and Courtney ended up doing some work together as well. But then hit you up like I didn't even have a project then that we could work on, but I was like, there's a lot of people that just want to do stuff, and it's like, whether you've got like a project that you can work with them on now or potentially in the future, I think it's good to just like
connect,
like cast the fucking net out there,
just
and like
a ting.
And like, who knows, like there's music producers that I meet all the time and I'm like, let's just stay in touch. I don't have any needs for music right now, but it's just wicked to know you, and like maybe like you'll need some videos, I'll need some music, but let's just stay in touch and jam and hang and whatever.
Yeah, no, it's so good that you've done that, because I'm all about, I mean, I'm similar. If there's something I want to do, someone I want to connect with, I'll just make the move myself. And so when you done that, it's like kind of, I don't know, real recognizes real. Like you're like, I read the email. I mean, it was a really short email, and then I checked out your stuff and I thought, wow, man, this guy is sick. It'll be good to connect with you. And I think I replied, but you gave it a little while.
Yeah, I got really busy, and then I wanted to like approach you with something to work on together.
Okay.
And then like during that time, I came up with this idea for the documentary, and I was like, cool. Now I've got like some substance to like chat about if we meet up when we meet up.
So then we met up at Liverpool Street. Where did we go? Pret or something. Eat.
Pret a manger.
Was it Cafe Nero?
Cafe Nero.
And we were jamming outside.
Yeah, man.
Well, we hit it off. We were talking for about an hour, right?
Yeah.
And you were explaining this documentary that you're doing now.
Yeah. So it's along the same lines of like hearing interesting people's stories and how they got to where they got to, and like, I'm trying to. I feel like I got inspired from hearing other people's stories through podcasts and like,
which was the Joe Rogan
experience, and like some small online shows. There's a guy called Levi Maestro that does.
Yes.
So
Maestro
like,
Knows.
Maestro Knows.
Is he still doing that?
Yeah, he's on Fox Sports now. He's
doing what?
Doing Maestro Knows for Fox Sports. So with like all the basket, he did like Chris Bosch the other day, and then Sylvester, that BMXer that he's done some stuff with. So it's like he's got his own, but it's like it's lacking. It's not what it used to be.
What do you mean? What, because big cats have got involved?
Yeah, I think because there's money and it's being made for Fox's target audience, so they've got to cover like a certain amount of principles. And this is where I get scared as well. It's like, what I do is everything is on my terms, everything's for me, and I don't make loads of money doing what I do, but I love doing what I do, and I worry that like when money starts getting thrown around, then the creative control falls out of your hands because you can't guarantee the return.
Yeah. I'm a bit like that as well. I do worry. I'm always trying to fight my own corner and try and do things my way, but at the same time, you remain broke for a long time. There are some people that have managed to do both, but I think in order to do both, this is what I think, right? You need to break through and gain the respect of your independent first, so then your fan base knows you for you, and then the people at the top can't interfere. If they want to get involved, it has to be on your terms, because it has been on your terms up to now. And if they kind of just put a spoon into the pan, I made that spoon into the pan thing up, but if they put a spoon into the pan,
get your spoons
the
out
brew
of my
will
pan.
be effed up. Do you know what I mean? Don't put your spoons in my pan, man. Sick. All right, so like I said, I've known you for a month.
Yeah, man.
I'm really inspired by what you do. The fact that you're self-taught, the fact that you've taken a risk and a jump and just quit your job. You've come to London to just make videos, and you're still trying to find your feet, but you're going all out doing that. It's really good to meet people like that, because there aren't many people like that. And like I've told you this, I'm not just gassing you.
Yeah.
But
no, it's just nice to hear that it's inspired you, because it's like it's one person. Like I don't care if it's one person or 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Like I just like the idea of like giving people a hand up out of like whatever shit it is they've got going on, whether it's like a bad job, bad like friendships, bad something. It's like I think there's something out there for everyone to do that will make them happy and make like let them lead a successful life. And like I aim to just try and help people to do that through like the work that I produce.
Facilitate that through what, by inspiring them through your actions, or through the message of your actual
through
work?
the message. So like similar to Do You, it's like it's people, real people's stories of like what they do, and like just listening, like particularly the one you did with Kieran. I was like, this guy's just a G. He just goes around life just like doing what he wants to do, and for me, I was like, that's cool. Like that's all I want to do, and this is great. And like just afterwards, I just feel happy. And like I'm just a massive believer of just doing stuff that makes me happy, doing stuff that's fun. Like I have this conversation with my mate T all the time. We're just like, when it stops being fun, you got to switch it up.
Roll out.
You got to do something else.
Change it slightly, or leave.
Yeah, so there's like, I'll be sat in front of my computer sometimes, like that Morocco documentary I made. It took 6 months to edit, and there was definitely times in that where it wasn't fun, but I was like, why isn't this fun? Oh, the story's lagging, something's not quite right, change it up. This is fun again, and like give myself a little mental high five, like you did it, you unlocked another door, keep going, make sure you're having fun, and life will be great.
Yeah. Bro, that whole... I binged on your YouTube stuff the other day. I mean, you've got, about 15 videos? Maybe just under that?
Yeah, I had loads because I did that. I tried to do that daily video thing.
And you took them down?
I just privatized them because I felt like they were just... Because I was trying to churn. They just,
quality and substance.
And they just don't represent the videos that I feel I'm capable of making. So I just privatized loads of them because I was like, I've got to make a video every day outside of like doing other work and stuff.
So did that pressure kind of ruin things for you? Did it make you...
Yeah, definitely. Because I kind of set myself up at the beginning of the summer as like, so I saved a load of money to not work for the whole summer, and I thought if I work like 3 months, if I do, because I can work like 60 hours if I'm doing, it's not work, it's like it's what I want to do. Like if I can do that for 3 months, get a really good portfolio, meet a load of people, network, and like something will come out of that. And it has, but along that I was like, I'm gonna make a video every day on top of all this stuff. So I just took on weight. So I was like, just banging out videos, just like, what am I gonna do today? I'll go and play frisbee, and then I'll cycle down to the South Bank and like run through some water fountains, and like I was like, what? You're just doing stupid stuff to try and like build a YouTube following and like do what everyone else is doing and I was like, just axe it, just stop it, just
breathe.
It stopped being fun. That was it. It was just like, just stop
you put
it.
the pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
So what is the fun stuff now?
Oh man, I don't know. So I've got this documentary thing.
Yeah.
And then
which you haven't even named yet. Do you have a name for it?
Nah.
Do you have a working title, or are you just trying to not say it because?
Yeah, because I hate it. I can't. Until it's like
until you're cool with it.
Yeah.
Until the world's ready to see it.
So that's consuming most of my time.
Yeah.
And it's like through that, I love meeting people and having conversations like this where you can just chat about stuff that makes you feel good. And it's like through offering people like an output to express their views and like their passions, like I can be that output and I can facilitate like a video. Yeah. So like through that, I just want to meet people through doing that. So
are you in a phase where at the moment you're just continuously upping your passion and just taking it all in, going around meeting people, listening to podcasts, doing what the hell you want to do? Just, are you creatively finding yourself by taking this all in?
Yeah, I think like everything I do is, I get tiny little stints of depression where I'm like, what are you doing? You're doing
Depression's a strong word though, you know.
It's just it's just like a tiny little thing of just like pack it all in. You're doing it all wrong. Not like
So self-doubt.
Yeah, self-doubt. You're doing loads and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
And then I have to take a step back and I'm like, actually, like what's happened is I've just worked too much on something.
Right,
I've like blinded myself in like just doing too much. And you take a step back. Like I went down to my parents' house in Devon last weekend.
Yeah.
And had like 2 days of just
Nothing,
I didn't have anything with me.
Yeah.
And I was like this, and I'd get in the train back up again, just go fired my laptop up and just wrote all these notes and all these things that I need to change. And I was like,
God.
yes. And it's that downtime.
Yes.
And like, you have to, you got to remember that things just always progress. Like even if they feel like they're going down, it's like, why have they gone down for a reason? What's failed? Like when you come across this problem again, like you'll know how to get over it if you work it out now.
Yeah.
If you recognize the failure.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I'm doing like, I still don't know what I want to do, but I'm kind of all right with that.
Yeah.
Because like, if you just keep, so it's like, I don't know if I want to make films, I don't know if I want to make documentaries, but through doing all this,
it's the only way to find out, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's like also the skills I've learned, the people I've learned through doing all that. It's like I'll always have that stuff. It's like loads of it's second nature now. So it's not a problem. It's you just keep. Someone said something recently that like it's easier to turn a moving vehicle. So it's like just keep working, keep building, keep pushing, and then when the right thing comes along, you can just steer into it because you've been plodding, doing all your stuff. And someone else, I heard, what's that guy? Dylan Moran. If you know him, the Irish comedian. No. I heard a podcast of him recently, and he was like, his analogy was great. He was like, "I've got something. It's hot. It's so hot. Do you want it in a bowl or a cup?"
And I don't get it.
So that's like because he does comedy, he does acting, he does all this stuff, and he's just like he does all these different things. Yeah. So when someone comes along, like he whatever he's got is hot. It doesn't matter where it's going. Like he's just got loads of different things going on.
And so he can offer them.
He can offer like just loads of different stuff, or people can offer him different stuff. And it's like,
do you think you're like Dylan? You say his name is
Dylan Moran.
Dylan Moran.
He was in Black Books.
I need to check him out,
mate. He just gets battered on stage. Really? He just drinks a good few bottles
of wine.
Heckled? No. Just gets real pissed. Like it's part of his act. He's like this drunk Irish guy.
Yeah. Sick. I need to check him out.
Yeah, you should. Man.
Like him, do you think you're able to do quite a lot of things and you're a bit burdened?
Yeah, I
find that I am.
Yeah, I've fallen into making videos because that is what I make. That's how I pay my rent.
So what are you, bro? Other than a man?
Oh, I saw your Virgin thing on when you explained to the guy in the lift what you do, and I was
elevator pitch.
Yeah, and I was like, shit, what do I do? Because like,
oh shit, my work is starting to make you ask questions about your life.
Yeah, well, it's like I can't sum up what I do in a few words because I make videos to make money. Yeah. So that's like how I pay the bills.
Shall we work on? Let's see if we can nail a first draft elevator pitch for you right now.
All right.
All right. Before we even do that, right? I get the space that you're in, like the journey that you're going through, is standard for anyone that's ambitious and wants to change things. You don't know who you are, what you're doing until you try everything, and then it might be a mixture of two things come together, or more things come together, or later on the dots just kind of connect, right? With me, it's like what I'm saying to you is, don't be worried about that. Be aware that you don't know what you're doing, but just keep doing what you're doing and try everything out. Because with me, everything came round, like 7 years in to what I'm doing, and I'm just starting to work out the angles of it all now, and it's kind of coming together. But anyway, elevator pitch, shit. What did I say in that video again? Can you remember?
Nah, I can't.
Like who you are, what you do, and why you do it in one sentence. in one sentence or like half a paragraph. Oh, it might be hard actually.
And you've got to be confident in what you're portraying to someone, but not be really arrogant and up yourself. Like, oh, I'm this, and this because I fucking love myself.
yeah. And even if you do believe,
but then you're trying to sell it. You're trying to sell it to someone as a package, so you've got to believe in it. But yeah.
Can I tell you what I think you currently are? From my limited interactions.
Please do.
Please put me out of my misery, bro. I think you are somebody. Let's piece it together. You're currently somebody that is making media with substance, with takeout substance. Currently, so in terms of your documentary, right? So it's media. It's at the moment it's film. The output is media. You're making media that has takeout value. Because the document, like when I watched the Morocco thing, bruv, I was inspired, gassed, angry at myself, loads of things all in one. Because like you just decided to go out by yourself, no film crew, no plan, and just shoot your experience in Morocco. You've come back and it took you 6 months to do, bruv, but it's so sick.
Cheers, man. Yeah, that was like a bit of a game changer for me because it just opened my eyes to like just
there's so much more out there.
Yeah, like I'd got stuck. I'd been in London for about 2 years when I did that, and I was like, I moved to London like, yeah, I'm gonna do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. And then I just went down that rut of like, I'm just gonna make money and like try and live and just be part of like life.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I got a job working for a kit rental company, so I was working in TV, and I was like, this is great, like this is cool, I'm doing what I want to do, but I'm still doing a crap job for pretty much bang on minimum wage. But I was like, this is fine because I'm learning loads and I'm still living in London and I'm still working like 50 or 60 hours a week. And it's like going to Morocco, I was like, oh, hang on, like that's not the only way. Like, what are you doing, Emil? Like, you never were like this before. Why have you suddenly become like this now? And it's like, I think even now, like I'm aware of like the possibilities and the options out there for me, but I still think it's good to just get out of London and get away from what you do every day for a while. Get out of your comfort zone and just experience a different culture, something like way different to everyday life, and like just to kind of like, as cheesy as it sounds, to reflect on what you do every day and like work out what you like the most, what you want to carry on with, and what you don't like.
When you came back from Morocco, which was how long ago?
It was March, so it's about
Let's have a look.
March, April, May, June, July.
5-6 months.
Yeah.
Did you change as a person?
Nah.
You didn't?
Nah. I think I was the same person, just a lot more aware of what I was doing.
Yeah.
I think like, I don't know. There's like a lot of like pretty much all my friends that I really care about. I don't know how to explain it.
Did it give you a sense of calmness? Like when you came back to London, the hustle and bustle of the city and whatnot, did you still feel on edge to desperately create things and keep up with the pace of everything? Or were you a little bit more calm and poised?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so
did you gain clarity of vision? To an extent?
And also just to kind of not put so much pressure on myself. It's like I keep striving to like do something with my life.
Yeah.
And it's like, actually, like you're just gonna burn yourself out being like that. And then there's all the people I care about around me that I'm always kind of like just shunting off like social situations, trying to like do my work. And it's like, just do both. Just like,
but can you do both? Yeah, because I get that as well. Like you said that you've calmed down, yeah. But before we ran the interview, when we were just setting up, you were just sitting down. I was like, "You're right." You're like, "I'm just not doing enough, bruv." Shit, I just don't know. I just need to be doing more. And I'm like, wait a minute, you were just on a good vibe a second ago. We just ate some tuna omelette downstairs. You know what I mean? You're speaking to my dad about his paintings and fucking medium format cameras, and now you're right here, up here staring at the wall thinking, shit, where's my life heading? Do those moments kick in a lot?
Yeah, I think it's not.
what's
It's not
the
the fact.
catalyst for that?
It's not that I'm not doing enough. It's that like, it's that I'm not doing. I'm doing too much of too much. I'm doing too much different stuff.
Okay.
I'm not doing.
You're not building upwards. You're building outwards.
Yeah,
With
or I'm
loads of different
building.
things.
Yeah, it's just building loads of different.
Yeah,
things.
but isn't it? But
There's nothing wrong with it.
yeah, but
I'm
isn't
just
this
like,
your testing? Isn't this your like experimental period?
Yeah,
phase?
definitely. And like, and this is so exciting for me. It's
Yeah.
just like doing stuff,
Yeah.
and it's just fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I read these books and stuff, like, and it's just like, what are your, like, people are like, what are your goals? And I'm like, I don't have any goals.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just trying to make cool shit.
like, I don't have like an active goal for the end of the month. I don't have like a place I want to be this time next year, because I don't. Everything I've planned hasn't worked out for the better outcome. Like,
Yeah.
I've been like, oh, I want to do this, but then like something better happens or something different happens, and it's like I just stopped. Like when I spent 5 years like traveling around and like snowboarding and stuff.
You spent 5 years doing that. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're what, 25 now.
25,
right?
yeah.
So when did you stop doing that?
When I did like 18 to 23.
So 18 to 23, you were just snowboarding down mountains drunk.
Yeah, it was wicked, man.
With who?
With like I did like a season with my mate from school.
But for 5 years though, bro.
Yeah.
5 years is a long time
Yeah.
to not get bored of snowboarding drunk.
Yeah. I
But
guess.
where were you?
So I went to France, and
Yeah.
then I went to like Southeast Asia after that, and then I went to
that is so
and then I went
sick,
to
man.
Austria. I did 2 seasons in Austria.
Seasons.
Yeah, so it's like 5 or 6 months of snowboarding. And
So
then
you're an instructor.
no, everyone always asks if you're an instructor. No, I was just collecting glasses.
What are you talking?
You want like the lowest responsibility job you can ever have.
What do you mean collecting glasses? The
just-
goggles?
No, just picking up glasses in a bar.
You worked in bars?
Yeah, just picking up just glass collection.
In ski resorts?
Yeah. Yeah, it was ace.
All right, so how did you... Where were you born?
In Australia.
You were born in Australia.
Yeah.
When did you come to the UK?
When I was 3 months old.
When you were 3 months old. All right, so
I think
so
I was
not
a bit,
much snowboarding going on then in Australia.
Nah. Yeah, my parents were teaching English over there, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay, so did they meet over there?
nah, they met in London.
Okay, they moved over together. And then did they come back or did you just roll out yourself?
Yeah, they came back. Their visa was up.
Yeah, okay.
They came back, and then
All right, so you're over here now. Now, bro, I don't know how in the UK you can just fall into snowboarding.
I was like, because I grew up skating. Like me and my
Skateboarding or-
skateboarding, yeah.
okay.
Me and my brother, like we had this chat the other day. We were like, what would we have done as kids without skateboards? Like we just lived for skating. Like we'd wake up on the weekend at like 6 or 7 in the morning and just skate until it got dark. Just not even like our village just had crap roads.
You're in a village?
Yeah, like
Where was it?
in Devon, just like really crap tarmac roads, and we just wax these curbs. Just like so many candles in like the wedges, and just skate just all the time.
Grinding curbs?
Yeah. And then they like tarmacked one of these roads, and we were like, oh my god, like smooth tarmac.
Yeah, bro, I get it. I used to be a roller skater. We used to roller skate everywhere on quads, so we know the difference between like road terrain.
Sick.
The blacked out tarmac is the truth.
Yeah,
innit?
man. When it's brand new.
I
and
tried.
you're
You know
like,
what? I tried to
yes.
grind because on quads, right, on roller skates,
Mm.
not the blades. There was this thing in the I can't remember what we called it, but there was this metal bar that you could get, and some people would grind on it. But I never overcame the fear of trying to actually jump on it because in my mind all I thought is smashed balls. That's all I could think about, bro, because I remember I got kicked in my balls when I was younger and the pain lasted for about 3 months. And I was like, I don't ever want to experience that again, so I never started grinding. Did you ever fear when you're like trying to grind on a skateboard?
Yeah, definitely. I had a few pretty bad bails. I got towed into a ramp by my mate on a scooter once, on a moped. And my brother's he showed me a video of it.
What, you're holding onto the pen?
Just holding onto the pen. He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, mate, just don't go really fast, but go quite fast. And I built this like little launch ramp that's probably about 1.5 foot high, and just lost it, like, just flailing all the limbs through the air, and like just crashed hard.
Oh my god, what'd you crash on?
Just into the roads, just like
no helmet.
No helmet,
because that's not fashionable, is it?
Nah, definitely not. My dad used to try and make us wear like white clothes when we'd skate at night time. We'd be like, mate, are you joking?
Just painter's overalls. You're going around in painter's
that's
overalls.
not cool. Come on.
Yeah. Damn. Did you ever do the thing with the bed sheets in gale force winds?
No.
Have you seen that shit?
No.
When there's two skateboarders and they're holding a bedsheet open like a sail of a ship when there's gale force winds, and they just get sent.
Oh my god, I've got to try that.
Yeah. All right. So after skateboarding, you decided that you want to try snowboarding.
Yeah, I had like a couple of snowboard holidays with my family, and was like, this is just sick. I've got to... And I went and saw my mate Charlie, who was doing a season when I was like still at school.
Yeah.
Went and stayed with him, and he was like, mate, it's so cool. We just like get drunk and go snowboarding. And I was like, this is wicked. I've got to come and do a season. And then just got well into it and did 5.
I can't get over it. 5 years. So after, let's say, year 5, right? You had never touched the camera at this point.
I did. I did like bits of photography.
Yeah.
Not really any video stuff. I did a bit of filming in sixth form.
Yeah.
And I was like, I bought a camera to go snowboarding with, and then I was like, it was like you could go and film or you could go snowboarding. So I just went snowboarding.
Couldn't you GoPro it or something?
Yeah, I had a GoPro, and I made I made one video in like 5 years. And it was absolutely awful.
Now you're like making 5 in 1 week, like flipping out, and it was shit.
Yeah, it was.
So you're self-taught with editing and stuff.
Yeah, like. I used to hate editing. I'd film.
I still don't really like it.
And I'd film and it would be great.
What? You're right.
I'm good, man. Right. I'd film and it would be fine. Like filming's great. You're like, that was a wicked shot. And then it would come to the edit, and I'd be like, nah. Like I'd go into editing with like a really bad attitude. Like I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. This isn't going to be fun. And now I've got to the point where it's like, it's all about the edit. The edits the story. Like a good editor can make bad footage look good, but a bad editor makes good footage look awful. And it's like probably the 90% of the video is just in that story, in that part. Yeah. So now I've begun to love editing. So
you're self-taught on it all. What did you use to teach yourself?
Premiere. I use Premiere Pro, but then I've like just used YouTube videos.
Just all YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, but it's
no one's come in and helps you.
No, I did a bit of editing at school.
Yeah,
and we just cut, like it was just bad. Really? It was. I just wasn't into it. I don't know.
So you didn't take a course in any of this stuff? You didn't graduate in it?
I did at sixth form. I did a media course that covered like all aspects. It was like 12 modules on everything to do with media. And one of those was film production. Yeah. So me and some mates made like this music video. It was I've actually got.
Is it online? Is that the one with you guys in the car?
Nah, mate. I found the DVD of it at my parents. I was sorting through some stuff. Yeah. I haven't watched it, but I need to put it on YouTube or something. But I remember it just.
Do a video where
it was all shot on like a little DV camera, and it's just us surfing, but just really bad. It was like this was the first time I'd ever done any of that, and it was
ever picked up a camera.
It was just like shocking.
Yeah.
But it's good. Like it's so you need to see your progression to believe that there's more to progress in.
It's so true. I was going through my show reels the other day. I've got a folder on my computer called show reels, and it's got show reel 1 to now. Like
how many have you done?
Maybe about 11 over.
Whoa.
11 reels over a period of about 5 to 7 years. Yeah. And I looked at my first one, bro. I remember when I made my first one and I sent it out to all these big agencies. So baffled as to why no one's getting back to me. Like, can you not see how amazing I am? I look back at it now. Bro, I wouldn't I wouldn't shit on the drive. I wouldn't piss on the hard drive. That's how bad it was. It's like I'm just in my sister's room. There's bits of wallpaper in the background. I look at it and I can see the spark of enthusiasm I have in me as a performer.
Yeah.
But then you compare it to now, and you look back, and it's like when you start something off, when you get the belief, you have the belief, you have the knowing, you have your vision, and you expect everyone to see it too. But they don't. They just see you just a little bit madder. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
okay,
man.
we know him, but he's doing some really odd, different things. He's chatting a bit of shit. Well, I think we're not going to invite him out for a little while. And I think that was what it was. But now I look back at it and it's...
Yeah, no, man,
interesting to see the
I've
progression.
got exactly the same thing with these. I haven't shown you these ones. They're like me and my mate Jack. We had this YouTube series called Shoestring Ballers, and it was just
broke guys.
just broke guys, just literally
That's a
like.
sick
So we
name
made
for a
we made a video every week of just us jamming
This is
in
when
London.
you two were in the bath.
Yeah.
You went to the fish market in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, have you seen them?
Yeah. I saw everything on your YouTube channel.
Those ones aren't on there though, are they?
Well, there's one with you and him going to a fish market. Then it cuts with you two in the
Oh no, like I'll
bath.
show you the channel that's got like the 15 videos on it. So we made one every week, and we just started. We both wanted to like make serious documentary videos, and we were like, wow, we've got to like, everything's got to be perfect. We've got to like we just started out making videos, and they were just gonna be crap. Like they were gonna be bad when we started, and then he was like, mate, let's just make a cheesecake. And I was like, all right. And he was like, well, just film us making a cheesecake. I don't think it was one of the best videos I've ever made. Still.
Seriously.
It's just like us going to the supermarket, pissing around.
That's what it
just
was.
having loads of fun.
Yeah.
And then like we're like, this worked. This is ace. We've got to like carry on with this. So we made one every week, and we were like, why have we not got like 1 million subscribers? Like why
do people
we were
not
like,
care about us making cheesecake?
so we just used to have these conversations like, oh yeah, just like, so when the subscribers come and when we're balling around the world and doing all this stuff, this was only about a year or two ago, and we were just like,
you gave up too soon.
and we were just like, we just had it in this, we just thought that these videos were the best videos on the internet.
Yeah.
And now I go back and watch them, and I'm like, yeah, it's us just being idiots having loads of fun.
Yeah, but at the same time, people put that stuff out and it does well.
Yeah. I mean, why? Yeah, why?
I don't know. So there's some questions I cannot answer. I was watching, like, because you put me onto Casey Neistat as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. He's so sick,
Mate,
bro.
such
Like,
inspiration.
he's inspiring. At the same time, I'm scared though. Because if you and I were already talking about how our social lives are taking a dip because we're overly ambitious and we always want to do more, he's on the next level.
Oh, it's stupid.
1 hour sleep.
Yeah, like, because
I don't want to be that guy. I've been that guy.
I
And it's
can't,
a
like,
sad
I can. Well, for a start, I need like 7 hours sleep to even like.
I need at least 12.
To do what? Mate, how are you going to do anything in life with 12 hours?
I've got another whole 12 of just really focused work.
Yeah, like I can't like, he pulls all nighters,
Yeah.
and then just like does the same workload of work the next day, but it's like I can't. My mind doesn't function.
Yeah.
If I like, it's like going to a party all night, get home at 8 in the morning. It's like, no, like, well, one, you're probably like out of your head anyway, but like you can't. Your body needs sleep to like for the output to be of any quality.
Yeah. It's true, man.
But yeah, big up Casey Neistat, mad inspiration.
He's an absolute G, man. It makes me really want to up my game. All right, back to your story. You came. Are you alright? How you feeling? You need to piss or anything?
Mate,
how's your bladder?
Good. It's alright.
Is your bladder right?
Mate, I just love drinking water.
Yeah, you're on this mad healthy tip now.
Yeah.
Alright, that's an interesting thing as well. You spent 5 years pissed on ski slopes. Now, downstairs, I offer you some coffee, no sugar. You don't take no sugar. You run some super spiritual diet of some sort. What's going on?
So, like, in January
2/15.
Yeah, I was like, I had an idea that I wanted to. I was like, I need to make videos that have substance, that aren't just focused on me just having fun, because that gets boring. I need videos where people can take something from to like better their life somehow. Yeah. So I was like, right, I'm gonna make a video about healthy eating and getting healthy, and use myself as like the subject. So I'm just gonna try and get healthy. So I didn't really do any exercise. I cycle in London, but that was about it.
But there was no real reason for you to get healthy.
No, I listen these podcasts that I listen to, Joe Rogan Experience.
And how many did you listen back to back?
I listened to about 450 when I was working in this fish factory in Norway. Oh no, sorry, this was the chocolate. I worked in a fish factory, and then I worked in a chocolate factory. Oh my God. And the fish factory, I listened to Harry Potter books. And then I was like, I'm spending all this time, I'm spending hours and hours.
No, stop. Rewind, selector. What are you doing in the fish factory? No, actually, where in your life, where in the story of Emile Walker that I'm aware of, did you then go to a fish factory? So was this after snowboarding?
So yeah, I did, after the second season in Austria,
Yeah.
I hooked up with this Swedish girl, Emma, who's an absolute G.
Yeah.
And she went back to Sweden, I came back here, and then I went travelling for like 3 months, and we stayed.
With what money?
I'd saved a bit of money
Drug
before.
money.
Oh mate, flogging so many drugs in the Alps.
I
wish.
Yeah.
Like I've always been pretty good with money.
Yeah.
I've always been able to not spend all my money. But yeah, I saved. I worked quite a lot towards the end of the season to save a little bit of money, and then went travelling. We stayed together, and she was like, "I'm gonna go and work in Norway."
Oh, so you two became a couple?
Yeah.
You were together. Okay, cool.
She was like, "I'm gonna go and work in Norway. You should come with me." And I was like, "I don't speak Norwegian, and and I've never been to Scandinavia. I don't think I could do this." I went. She was like, "Oh, like I've got a job in a fish factory. Like, just fly out and we'll get you some work." So I flew out with I had no money at this point. I flew out with about 150 quid or 200 quid. Yeah. Norway is the most expensive place I've ever been in my life. Like,
anywhere's expensive if you've only got 150 quid.
Yeah. A can of beer in the supermarket is about £4.
Shit. It is actually more expensive than London.
Oh mate, it's ridiculous. Like you go out for a pint and it's like a tenner.
Oh man.
But then because like the wages are all relative, so you do earn good money.
Yeah.
But like I went out and there was a girl, Anna, that I knew, who she was staying with like some relatives, and she was like, "You can come and stay with us while you look for some work." Yeah. So I was there for ages. I stayed with her for a couple of weeks, and I wasn't looking for work as well as I could have been, because I was like 21 or something, and I was kind of a bit shy, and I didn't speak Norwegian. I was like handing out some CVs into some places and like trying to I could have given it my all, and I didn't, and that's why it didn't really work out for me. So then I didn't want to stay with this girl for any longer because I wasn't paying any rent, and it was like just mad expensive to live. So I went and stayed with Emma, who was like, she was living out in the middle of nowhere, and then I just couldn't get any work. So I was there for about a month in total, I think. And then I just gave up. I was like, I got no money. Like, I can't afford to be here anymore. So I flew back, got my old job in England in this restaurant I was working in. And then like 2 days later, Emma called me up like, "I've got a job for us in a fish factory." And I was like,
"You come back?"
So I was like, "You're kidding."
But you were together at the time?
Yeah. I was like, "I've just got home." And she was like, "No, I've got a job in a fish factory for me, you and my brother." And I was like, "All right, sweet." So I flew back in the same week, and then worked in this fish factory, and it was just the shittest fucking time of my life. Like,
what were you doing? Just pulling out fish's eyes?
No, I was pulling out fish's bones. Like,
oh
so there was probably maybe like 60 people that worked in this fish factory.
Proper like battery hen setup.
Well, so the fish are all grown in these like massive fish farms, like these huge nets that are in the sea. And they grow all this salmon, and then it comes in, and like there's like this, like most of the people that work there are Eastern European. There's like this massive guy with like arms like this that just picks out the fish,
out whales and
chuck them in like this machine that cuts the head off and then slices it into. The fish are massive. They're like a good meter long. Yeah. And then like the fillet falls down. 2 fillets fall down onto a conveyor belt, and then there's like 3 people on each one.
Is it called deboning?
Yeah, we'll call it deboning.
Let's go deboning. You're a deboner.
I'm a deboner. I get rid of your boners.
Oh my god. A gay man's nightmare.
And so people cut them into the fillets, and then there's like this little machine that spins, that pulls the bones out, but that wouldn't pull every bone out. There's always a couple that stay in that are just tough. So we had like a pair of pliers, and I was standing opposite my girlfriend, and we'd just be there all day. Like,
talking though?
No, you couldn't talk. It's so noisy. It's really loud. All the machines are going. You can't hear it. You can't hear. So you just stick your headphones in.
So that was like proper zombie work.
Oh man, it was so crap.
How long were you there for?
I can't remember. I think I was there from like October to January or February.
October, November, December, January, February. That's still a third of a year. That's 4 months.
Yeah, I was just there to save enough money, and then went to America. Went and did a season in America. So
while you were there, that's when you were listening to all the podcasts.
That was that. So I worked there, and I was listening to Harry Potter, and then I went to America.
Listen to Harry Potter Fish Factory. What a lie!
I went to America for the winter.
Yeah,
and
with her. So
she was there. Yeah, she flew out before me, and I had to stay in the fish factory by myself and work because I didn't have enough money. And like, it was just funny, man. It was just, I just had to laugh at my situation.
Did you ever get depressed?
Nah,
did you ever want to just put yourself through the machine that's spitting the fishes?
Mate, this Thai guy put his finger through one of the machines and it just like flattened it and then cut it off.
So he lost it?
Yeah. I was like, nah. But
especially listening to those podcasts at that time as well. This really like invigorating, uplifting, inspirational stuff. You must have really started to get pissed off with fish.
I went back. I went to America, and then I came back to, which way around was it? Because I broke my collarbone in America.
Oh my god! Some sort of snowboarding or skateboarding.
Yeah, I broke my collarbone on the last day. I was supposed to fly to Austria after America. Broke my collarbone on the last day. Had to come back to England and have surgery. And like, I was just like all my mates went to Austria for like the rest of the winter, and I was like just fucking hating life. But then I got better from that, and then went back to Norway to make some money, and I was like, I will never work in a fish factory.
So now
it's
a chocolate factory.
So now I've got to get a real job. So I managed to get a job working for DHL, sorting out their post, which was like almost as bad as the fish, just picking off packages off a conveyor belt. But then I managed to get a job driving a forklift around a chocolate factory, and then I was like, right, I did that for the whole winter. So I did that from like whenever it was, like September through to March or April, and I was like, this has got to count towards something. Like, I'm not gonna go snowboarding again. I don't know what I'll do next. I didn't plan on moving to London, but I was like, this time I'm gonna save some money this winter, and I'm gonna like project myself into like the next stage of my life. And then I was like, my mate Yoshi, who I knew from snowboarding, he was living in Oslo as well, and he just done this meditation course in Sweden, which was like 14 days of silent meditation, and he came back just like a new human being. He was just like he was just so kind and so optimistic and so like
the 14 days silent retreat.
Yeah, and he was invincible. And I was like, what have you done? Like, what? You're just like awesome. And then he started listening to these podcasts, and he put me onto them, and I just
which one, the Joe Rogan
yeah
ones?
And I listened to a couple, and I was like, this guy's like American, he's a bit like, seems like a bit of a dick sometimes, and then it just snowballed, and I was just like blasting through them all day, every day. Like,
this was the chocolate factory time.
Yeah. Just loving it. Because he basically interviews people for 3 hours. He does like 3 a week for 3 hours of each, of like just like what they've done in their lives. And I was like, man, like it's so accessible to anyone to do something with their lives.
Yeah.
Like, you just do it. You just work, and you find something you want to do, and you do it. I was like, this is great. And I didn't even know what I wanted to do. I moved to London, and I was like, I want to be a fashion buyer.
Did you? Really?
I was like,
what the hell made you want to do that?
Well, because I got a job working at Liberty.
Yeah. Was it the lifestyle of the fashion scene?
I think I just got...
Were you single at the time now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got a job there.
There's loads of girls in fashion.
Yeah, there's loads of gay guys as well.
There. Yeah, very much. Yeah. It would talk.
And I got a job there, and they did this like internship thing, so you could like intern like a day a week, like in like a different department. And I was like, oh mate, imagine being a fashion buyer and just like going around. And I was chatting to my dad about it, and I went back last weekend, and he was like, yeah, do you remember when you wanted to be a fashion buyer? And I was like, yeah, what was I thinking? I don't even know what fashion is.
Yeah.
I just wear clothes that are comfy, that I think look good. I was like, they're not like...
That's not for you.
Yeah, I don't know.
So when did you decide that you want to make films and videos? When did that happen?
Well, yeah, this cheesecake video I made with my mate Jack, that was like a bit of a game changer.
It was the cheesecake video that changed the game.
I bought a camera because my friend T, when I was living in Norway, he started making these pretty cool videos of like graffiti and stuff and just putting them up online. And I was like, that looks cool, man. Like we grew up together, and we were like writing like loads of graffiti and stuff, and he just started meeting all these graffiti artists that we were into and like doing it. And I just like, this is where social media was. I was like, shit, man, like London looks really cool. Why am I living in Oslo? And so I bought a camera. I moved in with him. He had a spare room. He was like, mate, come live with me, buy a camera, let's go film some stuff. Started just trying to film, and like I've got a hard drive on an external hard drive that's got a number of every video I've made, and like the first 5 videos are just awful.
Yeah, it's always like that, man.
And it's so good to see what I thought would make a good video when I started making videos, and how much it's progressed. But yeah, I just started making these videos, but didn't really have any idea of what I was filming. Just filming random stuff, like trying,
just following the passion, really.
Yeah, just trying to do something, trying to like do more stuff. And then made this cheesecake video. I was like, right, this is it.
You need to show me this cheesecake thing.
I will, man. I'll show you after this. For anyone else that wants to watch it, it's on the Shoestring Ballers YouTube channel.
How do you spell that?
So it's just shoestring, SHOE
STIING.
Yeah, Ballers.
BALLERS.
ERS. Yeah. Oh, mate, we should have gone with the Z.
We should have really went up.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 sec. Before we carry on your story, I need to go and take a piss.
Yeah, man.
Are you alright?
Yeah, mate. I might go take a piss as well.
Yeah, let's just piss break.
Should we piss out the window?
I haven't done it yet.
I'm not surprised.
No,
How are you gonna?
No, you can. If you pull that down, you can get out. I contemplated doing it one day when it's really dark, but I thought all of a sudden I just had a vision of a Batman spotlight on me.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Just piss up into the air onto my parents' roof. That would go viral so quickly.
It'd probably be easier if you were a girl, wouldn't it? Just like back out.
Oh, just back your arsehole out. We can do that.
Mate, back your arsehole out. We're not shitting out of the window.
No, but we know where the positioning is kind of close, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm saying we can do that if we just tuck our dick back and round. Let me go downstairs.
Should we go to the toilet?
Alright. Post piss, we are back.
We're live.
We should have never used the window. We should have never used the window. Yeah, alright. So, alright, there's your tea. So tea, perfect segue actually.
Yeah.
Tea, which leads me to diet, which leads me to...
Oh, we didn't carry
finish
on
it
that
off,
thing,
did we?
So, like, I cut out wheat, sugar, caffeine, alcohol, and wheat, sugar, caffeine, dairy.
And this is just because you wanted to make a video that showcases something.
I just wanted,
you said, let me use myself as a subject.
I wanted to get healthy. I wanted to just kind of, and I wanted to make a video that people could learn something from. So I interviewed my mate Nils, who's a food nutritionist. Like, I only put like an hour, a minute in there, but I chatted to him for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I learned like a lot of like what I should and shouldn't be eating. And then I did this for a month, and I did like press ups and sit ups. I just did like basic exercises I could do at home.
Yeah.
And that was enough.
Body weight stuff, right?
Yeah. And I was like, I felt so good mentally. I think the alcohol was a huge thing.
Yeah.
But also like the no sugar. And it's just like, I just felt so clear in my head, and I was like, I just gotta do stuff. I just felt so motivated. I was like, this is wicked. just like wake up every day like, yes.
Really?
Just, like,
So you just physically felt optimistic and hopeful and energetic and vibrant.
Yeah, and I was eating loads of like so-called like superfoods, like all these things that are trendy, like quinoa and avocados and like loads.
Is it bollocks? Does it help?
Well, like I see articles all the time that people post on Facebook, like, oh, this new fad that's come in that's bullshit, and I'm like, look, if these things were bullshit or not, if it's placebo, if I thought I was going to feel good, I don't care. I felt good, and I do feel good.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then I've just done it again for a month, and I'm going to try and do like every 5 months, so twice a year.
It's like a detox thing.
I'm just going to try and do it. Like this summer, I filmed a band that were on tour and just got pretty wasted a lot of the time.
What are they called again?
Too Many Teas.
Too Many Teas, yeah.
Got like had a wicked summer, met loads of people, learned loads of stuff filming. But like it was just a bit of a mashup as well.
Yeah.
So
when you were in how many? You said you went to loads of festivals this year.
So mate.
This year, 2015, is currently, when we're recording this, 27th. What is this? 29th of October, 2015 AD. How many festivals did you go to this year?
I filmed 11 shows of them this summer.
God.
So whether that was like, I think full festivals, I did 5 or 6 with them, and then the rest were like ducking in for nights. But it was just rad. But then because I was filming, like, and they're like killing it on stage, I was like, filming's cool, but hey, I want to be a rapper.
Yeah. No, seriously, I can imagine that happening. You don't even want to be behind the camera. You want to be part of it. Maybe that will be a natural progression of what you do with yourself.
Yeah, well, that's how I learned how to make videos. Was making videos, pointing the camera at myself.
Yeah.
And then I started learning how to make like professional videos for other people.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, this is my output. This is where I'm going to earn money. And then I started actually really enjoying that aspect of it as well.
But performing is so much fun, you know.
So like,
you'll love it.
I love being a bit of a joke in front of a camera. It's just like having a laugh.
Yeah.
And then I also like filming as well. So it's like, but then I hate having to be constrained to like to one thing. So like, there's no reason why you can't do loads, because no reason why I can't develop something new for myself that incorporates different things. It's like,
especially while you're experimenting, right?
Yeah.
So when you went to these festivals, were you still on this whole healthy hype?
No.
You couldn't have been.
I try like,
because I watched your video on it, right, which is on your YouTube channel, Emile Walker.
Yeah.
Right, on YouTube. EMILWALKER.
Yeah, it's called How I Got Healthy in 30 Days.
How you got healthy in 30 days. And
so after that, I was like,
you had a full English with nerve to you.
My mate came round. He was like, we'll film like the last sequence for your video, and like we'll cook a fat full English, because I'd finished. It was like February. And I was like, yeah, sweet. I just felt really sick. I'd like just ate loads of bread, and like there's like loads of sugar and like shit, and I was like, oh. But
what do you cut out? What are you cutting out? Are you currently running it?
Yeah, well,
you're currently in a healthy phase. Are you in green mode right now?
No, I've done. I started it before October, so now it's come to the end of October. I'm kind of out. I'm not like actively trying to do it per month, but just trying to have like 4 or 5 weeks of strict detoxing, and then that's enough to get me into like a routine of just being really healthy again. Like after January, I didn't really have the urge to drink any alcohol, and then it was a few months before I was like, right, this is like the toys go out the pram, and you're like, yeah. But like now it's like I've done the same again for a month, and you get into a routine of buying really healthy food and eating really healthy food, and that's enough. To be strict for a month is enough to kind of just stay in that routine for a while, I think.
Yeah, because like we were discussing earlier, I heard it's 66 days to get a routine, or 66 repetitions, maybe. Yeah. That's good though that you can get into that, because once you're aware, you're always aware. Like since I've started to eat healthy, I mean I still eat bollocks, not actual bollocks. I don't think I've tasted any testicles, to be honest.
Today.
Not today, over the last hour. But I know I eat crap, but I'm not too bad with that, because I know I'm going to go back to the gym, or I'm just going to work it off. Plus I'm blessed at the moment with a high metabolism, so I'm good. But I am always aware, because I've been doing it for so long now. And also with the green smoothies, I've locked in the habit.
Mate,
Every
they
day.
are the boy, aren't they?
Bro, they are
that
the truth.
NutriBullet. My
I was
mum.
telling my brother, like, my brother's on, he's really healthy now. He's going to gym a lot. He's eating a lot better. But I said, bro, you're having the smoothies in the morning. That changes everything. Vitality, all your vitamins and nutrients are done for the whole day.
And you just feel so good. You're just like, yes.
Yeah.
And you get great poo.
Bro, my shitting sessions are so good. So they talk about our G string, our G spot being in our arse, which I'm sure lends itself to shitting. So surely when we're taking a dump, there is some sort of orgasmic experience. Because I'm not gonna lie, shitting is fun for me.
Yeah, especially when you.
But the quality of output from my arsehole now after.
Mate, seriously, you get like
it's just a clean flow in it. Oh my god, it's lunchtime as well.
But yeah, being healthy, man, like it's a must for me now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so much more focused. When I sit down to do some work, I can really focus my mind on what I'm doing, and it's like this is like I don't want to not get the maximum out of what I'm doing.
Yeah. Do you think you found purpose with what you're doing, or are you on the mission to find it?
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm kind of just doing what I want, doing what I want to do.
Flow, but you're happy doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Other than the times when you think you're not doing enough.
Yeah. There's definitely times when I'm like, I need to leave London, move back to my parents' house, reassess my life, and then about 10 minutes later, I'm like, nah, life's great. What are you talking about? Like, stop doubting.
Yeah. All right. So, like, that's your work. Do you have a social life? You do. Where do you go? You're single, right?
Yeah.
All right. How's that treating you?
It's
Do you even have time?
No, I don't. This is the thing, man. Like every time I see my mum, she's like, "Oh, when are you gonna get a new girlfriend? When are we gonna get to meet?" And I'm just like, "Mum, like I don't care
right now."
Yeah, I'm subconsciously so committed to what I want to do. I'm not like I shouldn't go on dates. I shouldn't meet chicks. I shouldn't do this because I feel like I have to do this. Yeah. I just don't really have the time. And then when I do, like, I love seeing my friends, and I see them less because I'm trying to create something for myself.
What if you went out though? Sorry to cut you. Quick one. What if you went out and there was a hot chick that you were feeling? Would you, in your mind, would you say, "Ooh," or she's giving you the eye, right? Would you be like, "Ooh, let's see, let's see what we can do with this," or would you think, "Oh, she's nice, but Emil, I've got work to do. That's just going to lead to a distraction," and you kind of subconsciously shut it down?
Nah, I think like
I've done that before.
Really?
Yeah.
When it happens, when the situation presents itself, I don't like shut down the opportunity. Yeah. It's like obviously that's what humans are supposed to do. Yeah. But have sex with people. Yeah. With women. Yeah. And no, like not at all. But I'm kind of I like my own space, and I like doing what I'm trying to do. Yeah. And I'm not when the right person comes along, like that's fine. Yeah. But until
you're not out on the hunt. No. You just don't care. Like we were talking about Tinder.
Mate, Tinder is just like if I think of like the time I spend scrolling through Tinder when I'm like taking a shit or just sitting on a bus.
They would love that.
Or like
people that say yes to you.
Or like
How did you meet? Well.
Or like the time like that, if I could spend that time like on Twitter or reading a book or doing something, like I'd be better off. But I'm still a sucker and go back to it. I think the last person I met off Tinder was probably before the summer. Yeah. It was like a long time ago.
Was it an eventful?
No, we went out for coffee and it didn't go anywhere past about 25 minutes.
No way. Really?
Yeah, I was just like, she looked really hot in her photos. The conversation was fairly all right. And I was like, cool.
How do you shut down a bad date?
Oh no, we went for coffee. We just arranged to go for coffee, and she was cooking dinner for her brother or something afterwards. And I was like, I had stuff to do, so we'd arranged to have coffee. But afterwards, I was just like, what is the point in this? But then I'd still just like drunkenly re-download the app, delete it, just like I delete it, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
But then it's like how like it gets a bad reputation, and I give it a bad reputation. I'm like fuck meeting girls off Tinder, but then it's like I met you off the internet, and like that seems to have worked out. Like we've chatted about some pretty cool projects.
I really don't think it matters where you meet someone.
No,
I just think it matters if you get along or not. So if you were looking for someone, whoever that is out there, then just as many platforms as you can, but just meet them.
Yeah,
just meet human beings face to face.
And don't like close yourself off to the idea of like just social media in general. Yeah, it gets like such a bad rap, and it's like what's bad is the amount of hours that are consumed using it in a negative way. Just writing pointless statuses or reading pointless statuses or just gagging for followers on Instagram and hashtagging your life away when you could just be out there doing cool shit. Yeah. And it's like, it's so good for so many reasons. It's so good for meeting people. It's so good for like from all my seasons and traveling and stuff, like all these people that I stay in touch with. Like, I don't know how in touch we'd be if we could just email each other. Yeah. Like, because every day it's like, oh, look, you're just off doing cool shit. I'm going to comment. And then maybe we'll have a little conversation and maybe we'll meet up or whatever. And it's just like, it's just made staying in touch with people a lot easier, meeting people a lot easier. Yeah. I like it for that.
Real talk, man. I agree, bro. I mean, we've been chatting now for about an hour and 10, and I have drilled you for questions. I'm trying to think if there's anything, any part of your story that I haven't covered. I'm good. What I'd like to know, and I don't know if you can answer this right now, is where... here's a question, Brav. What's the meaning of life? No. Where, in the space that you're at now, in your mind, where would you ideally like to see yourself in 5 years if there were no limitations whatsoever?
I want to, I love to hate London.
Okay.
I love to complain about London. I don't know. Everyone that I hang out with complains about living in London, but I actually love living in London. It's like there's so much going on here. Yeah. There's like whatever you need, someone has it to offer. Literally. Yeah. So I want to stay in London in 5 years, but I want to travel again. I want to going to Morocco and making that documentary out there. I was like I just feel good for being here. Did
you feel on purpose? You know, when you're doing work that you're supposed to be doing, you know that time is spent wisely, and you know you shouldn't be doing anything else. I feel that when I'm doing my work.
Yeah, man.
There's no anxiety. Sure. I'm zoned in. Time doesn't exist. Did you feel like that?
Yeah, and just all the time, just tingly bits of excitement. Like, why are you excited? And it's like, I don't know. I'm just excited. This is sick. Yeah. So I wanna travel more, and I wanna do interesting stuff. Like I wanna go to South America and but actually go there as part of my work and try and generate interesting stories and documentaries and do that. So it's still a main.
So in your mind, it's still a documentary.
Well, that's like a bit of what I want to do, and then I also like the idea of I don't know, I spoke to you earlier about doing some acting and stuff, and trying to maybe not act, but maybe write some screenplays and try and do that kind of stuff. But I think in the last so I've been in London 2.5 years, and how much it's developed and evolved from my idea of what I wanted to do then till now. Yeah. That again, I have no idea where it's gonna go. But I like it, surrounding myself with like-minded, interesting people is a must. We were looking at those warehouse spaces on the computer earlier. It's mate, 5 years time, right? Yeah, I want a place like that. Yeah. My mate T was saying that he knows this guy who's got a warehouse in East London, and they still do throw some parties, and apparently Angelina Jolie and people go to them because it's they are the cool of
Cats, yeah.
of London. I was
Yeah.
like, mate, like now I've got it into my mind that I can do whatever I want, or I can try and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I want to
bro,
I want to
I'm
make
in the
stuff
same
happen
boat.
like this.
I've already listed, like I showed you, novelty ideas for this studio. It's gonna be a madhouse.
Yeah, mate,
I'm
we've
going
got to
make
create
it happen.
this.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
What I want is I went to this nightclub in Amsterdam that was made in an old printing like a newspaper printing factory. So it was like, it was quite thin, but massive tall ceilings and different floors. It almost felt like being in a boat.
Yeah.
And they had like weird like corrugated metal steps going up through it and stuff. And I was like, I want a building like this for my house.
Yeah.
And I want to build like mezzanines and weird things. And I want like a big roll in with like a foam pit that I could skate
Bro,
down with like a cooker at the back of the skate ramp. I just want like weird fun shit.
Bro, I'm on it. I'm so on it.
Just like a
You
space.
need to make an indoor ski slope.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
obviously a small one, but like a vert for a ski slope or something.
Yeah. It's like I've got to make it happen. Like it will happen.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
it's going in the right direction for sure.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like I'm prepared to put in the hard work,
Yeah.
and because I enjoy the work.
Yeah.
I enjoy the challenge as well.
Mm.
Like, I don't have that much money coming in at the moment, but that studio space is something I want. So once you have the want and the want kicks in, you just try a whole load of things until you get to what you're trying to get to, right? There's ways we can do that with whatever we have. So selling stuff on eBay, working out, exchanging stuff for stuff, we can get there. Did you ever hear the story of the guy who wanted a house and he done the swapping thing? He started off with
I've heard about
with
this.
a pin, and he swapped a pin, right? And he kept swapping stuff. So I'm gonna swap you this pin for a button. Cool, I've got this button. I'm gonna swap this button for this piece of cloth. Cool, I'm gonna swap this cloth for this fork for this shirt for this coat for this thing, the car, all the way. I don't know how many years it took, but he got a house.
That is insane.
Yeah,
I wonder if we can do that.
something like that.
I'll swap you this shoe for this house.
Yeah. Just go straight to the house. If not, we're just gonna rob it anyway, bro.
Yeah.
Get out.
But yeah, like these things that, like, the idea of having these spaces costs money, but but money isn't what I'm like. I feel like if I really want to go out and make a load of money now, I've got like a few contacts I can hit up and try and get a load of work, and I can probably earn like a fairly good amount of money, like if I really pull my finger out over the next year, and like maybe have enough money to rent a space like that this time next year. But I'll just be making all the stuff I do will be just for making money and not developing what
Your
I'm
own
trying
stuff.
to do. So I'll be in exactly the same place as I am next year. I might have learned a few more skills
With a year worth of regret.
with and like just so it's a nice idea to have a space like this, but realistically I don't know.
You want to do it all at the same time.
Mm.
We want to work out how we can make money while developing our own stuff and our own self.
Yeah.
There is a way to do it. Obviously, we'll make less money because I don't believe in, you know what, we're going to get all the money first in 5-10 years and then we're going to, no, I don't. Because
It's like you were saying, you might be dead.
No, seriously, you will be dead. I don't know where you heard me say that. Was that in the interview?
In that interview, yeah.
Seriously,
It's
mate,
so honest. You're like literally like every day.
Yeah.
Like
You've seen the streets out here, bro. Seriously, man.
But it's also like that get up and go attitude is like, it's just great. It's like everyone's just constantly in the flow of things.
Yeah.
Like I've had so many ideas that I'm like, next summer I'll do this project, and it's like, why next summer? Oh, because it won't rain so much.
Shut
and it's
up and
like,
do it
just
now.
do it.
Do it now.
Just do it.
Yeah, that's all there is. Well, I'm so glad you're on the same page, bro. We can get along, man. We're gonna get along. I want to say thanks for taking an interest in me and my life and my work. I am chuffed. I mean, I can't blush. I'm too dark. I am chuffed, man, that you're making this doc.
Mate, you're making shit happen. It's good. Like people
Yeah.
need to understand like the story. It's
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. I mean, it'll be really helpful with me promoting myself and what I'm doing as well. And I can see from it us two working together on something, because I think we have very similar visions and energy. It's like very DIY, like fuck everything. We're just gonna make this happen with nothing but this pin. Mate, I'm on it, bro.
Mate, the DIY attitude's great. It's like just make it happen.
All day.
I like the studio that you're going to build in the garden.
Do you like it?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, we can talk about it now.
You've got a.
Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. All right, well, listen, thanks for speaking to me, bro. An hour 20. I'm inspired, and like I tell everyone that comes on the show, if I can help with anything moving forward, give me a shout.
Mate,
great things in the pipeline for you, bro.
And yeah, mate, and you. Big ups for having me on. It's good. I like talking about shit. Like, I feel like I've learned more anyway, just being it.
It's sick, isn't it? I'm thinking of change. I'm going to turn this into... Oh, mate, the progressions of what's happening in this space.
You know, mate, let's just fucking get this studio space now. We'll just go break in somewhere.
Yeah, no, seriously, let's start thinking about it, at least, if we can break in somewhere. Or let's start thinking, right, right, this is how I think we should start. This is still rolling, fuck it for a second.
Well, just make sure people don't steal our ideas.
Someone must have some space that is just a piece of crap. At the moment,
mate, there's space like
there's a church down the road, but you're based out. You're still a bit. You don't mind coming into a space,
man. If the space is right.
Oh really, bro? I'm stopping the interview. Let's crack on.
So that's Emile Walker, and you know what? Since that interview, I've actually redone my whole loft studio, and I'm currently we're still on the hunt for a work-live studio space. If anyone knows of a work-live studio space in and around East London, please holler at us, because we need to keep it moving, and there's a lot more stuff we need to do. Well, we'd always be needing to do stuff, because the creativity doesn't really stop, does it? But anyhow, like I said, that's Emile Walker, all-round dream chaser, getting up and doing his own thing. I told you, this guy is on it. You can check him out. It's emilewalker.com, EMILWALKER.com. And as I said earlier on, all his social handles are @_Emile Walker. Again, that's @_Emile Walker. If you want to check out my stuff, it's ReubenChristian.com. Don't worry, I might have the old picture on my website when you listen to this, back in the day when I had hair and I'm just rocking bare feet. I mean, I still roll around bare feet, don't get me wrong, but I'm very irritated that I've still got hair. I'm not angry that I've got no hair, because I actually prefer myself like Malteser chic, but I don't like the fact that I do have hair. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, that's ReubenChristian.com. All my social handles are /ReubenChristian, other than Instagram, which is ReubenChristian1. I hope you enjoyed the interview. If you did, forward it on. Let other people get invigorated, motivated, and empowered. And let's keep doing our own thing. Best of luck with everything. If you fall down, get up. If you fall down, get up. No fear. Keep doing you. I'll catch you soon. Take care. Find out what you're here to do and go and do that. Because before you know it, you're gonna be dead. Aren't you? And you know that I know that you know it's the truth. Come on, get up. Do you, please. Thank you.